by the blood of our people are your lands kept safe.
I see in your eyes the same fear that will take the heart of me.
So do all who live to see such times.
By all that you hold dear, this good earth.
There's some good in this world, and it's worth fighting.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got another Rings of Power theory for you. Season 1 has ended. It's wrapped up, and we're not going to see Season 2 for quite some time, but we can still talk about it. So let's dive in. So this is a theory about Halbrand and Sauron. The theory goes that the Halbrand we see in Episode 8, who reveals himself to be Sauron, is not the Halbrand we've been following all this time. That Halbrand was killed during the battle or during the explosion from Mount Doom, and Sauron shapeshifts and takes his place. What do you think about this theory?
I mean, I don't think so.
Is it just me and this guy grasping at straws to make Halbrand not Sauron?
Because they did so much to build up that he was Sauron, but yeah.
A little too much, if you ask me. The questions about who was Sauron, I did not want it to be Halbrand because it was too obvious and dumb from like how Galadriel handled herself that I was like, please don't have Galadriel be like this and introduce Sauron this way. But that's what ended up happening. So my hope is that it's not her fault. She can kind of play it off as like, oh, he shapeshifted and tricked me too, instead of being not ever shapeshifting and just being hot and corrupting her. Yeah, the one other problem is I don't know how this would work because the elves claim to have total knowledge of the lineage of the kings of the Southlands, and that the line was broken, so Halbrand doesn't exist. It's a shame though, because the problem is we have come to kind of like Halbrand.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that if this is true, it's also kind of sad.
Yeah.
I find out like the character I connected with is dead.
But it's sad, but also in a way kind of helps you, because then you know that Halbrand wasn't evil, and you were able to like a character that didn't.
But I liked Walter White too. He's supposed to be evil.
Oh,
Walter White was.
I can't do this. Sauron is not Walter White. If we cut to season 2 and it's just Sauron cooking meth in Mount Doom, I'm gonna lose it. So the problem I have with the way see, at least if they had done the Stranger / Gandalf / the Wizard / whatever, at least because that character barely speaks, you didn't even really feel like you got to know that character. And so if that character turned out to be Sauron, you can at least kind of say, like, you know, oh, well, that character was kind of weird and sketchy from the get-go. But with Halbrand, while he was sketchy from the get-go, no doubt, he wasn't weird. And, like, it seemed we had scenes that were for the audience only, where Halbrand seemed to just want to hang out and not be Sauron. You know what I mean? Like, it almost seems like he doesn't want to be Sauron. And so it's hard for me to get behind this villain now. Like, I don't understand what this villain's doing. Does Halbrand / Sauron simply want to be a smith? Is that like the whole deal?
He used to be, but now Galadriel inspired him.
So let me get this right. So he wanted to be a smith, but then Galadriel finds out that his sham, me being the king, is that's all fake. So now he can't be a smith. So now he goes full evil because Galadriel corrupted him.
Yeah, because he really liked fighting by her side. Remember?
Yeah.
He like reminded her. She reminded him of who he was.
And like he really wanted to just hang out in Numenor. He did not want to do any of this. Galadriel dragged him along. It's like, no, Sauron, we gotta go do this. So I don't know. I this is I think part of the problem that we're gonna have going forward is like, and I joke about it. Whenever I watch the original trilogy, I go, I don't know who I'm hoping for now because I know sexy Sauron's over there, and we got these hobbits over here. It's hard to choose. But all joking aside, the Sauron we get here does not feel like a proper villain, and so I don't know what to make of this. I don't know where we go from here, and I really don't understand how we ever get Galadriel back on track to be the Galadriel that we all know and love. I just don't understand how we're gonna be able to bring her back bring her to that moment where we actually see the Galadriel we recognize. Because at this point, she's caused problems for everyone and has been rude and mean to everyone, and just it comes across as almost the pseudo villain herself, especially with some of the dialogue where she's talking about genocide and stuff, and it just Sauron never said any of that. He has not. Halbrand has not talked about any of that. Like that would have at least made him evil if he had talked about that, but he didn't talk about that. It was her. So I know this is a bit of a stretch, trying to get this character to not be evil, because I still don't understand what his purpose is. Like, what is he trying to do? He seemed to really enjoy making those rings.
He wants to bring order to Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. But at some point, he's gonna go full evil mode, right? And say we gotta just kill everyone. At some point.
That's how you get order, though.
Oh, I see. So either we have genocide with Galadriel or genocide with Sauron. We got no goodness in this world.
Nothing worth fighting for. No.
I really wish that my pick for was a Waldrig. I really wish he was Sauron. That would have been good.
Yeah, he would have been.
You're Sauron, right? Imagine if that's Sauron's line, asking if other people are Sauron just to mess with them. Anyway, let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about this theory? It's a bit out there for us, but I'm always happy to cover fun theories on here. So if you've got any fun ones, leave them in the comments below. And while you're down there, remember to subscribe. We will see you on the next one.
I regret to announce this is the end. I bid you all a very fond farewell. Goodbye.
Well, also, it doesn't make sense because didn't they check with the elves and the line of kings are broken or something like that?
Yeah. He should have just said it's been remade.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you should write for them.